Hey, what's up, guys? This is Cree coming to you from Austin, Texas, and today I'm going to be sharing with you how I do competitor research for a local roofing company. And this is a segue into kind of our process with building digital marketing campaigns. But we like to start out with doing some competitor research. So if you stick around by the end of the video, I'm going to give you a special offer. So make sure you hang out till the end, and let's dive right into it. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is your host, Cree Childs, and today I want to share with you a little bit about what we do when we start doing keyword research and SEO for local businesses. We're helping out a roofer. It was actually referred to me by a friend, and right now what I'm doing is I'm doing a little bit of competitor research, but we have a step-by-step process that we walk through that I want to share a little bit with you so you can kind of see some of the stuff that goes into SEO, search engine optimization, search engine marketing too, because it all kind of plays into itself. And one of the things we first look at is before we start diving into keywords and backlinks and all the technical SEO stuff, is we want to first look at, where are we showing up in terms of search, and then also what are some of our competitors? Because when we start building a keyword or SEO strategy, what we're doing is we're looking at some of the terms that have what we call commercial intent. In other words, when someone's looking to buy something, we want to find those terms and rank for those terms. But in order to do that, we actually have to also look at some of the support terms. So for instance, like with a roofing company, we want to look for roofers Austin or roofers near me or roofing contractors or roofing quote, right? Because that's somebody that has intent to either buy or they're looking to buy in the next couple of months. And so what we want to do is we want to look at the competition first and see what they're ranking for. And this is so critical. When I first started out with my digital marketing career, I didn't really understand that you really need to start with the competition and reverse engineer what they're doing well. And then that way you can apply it to your own strategy and start ranking for those terms. And what happens with SEO and with SEM, search engine marketing and search engine optimization, is that SEO happens over time. It's something that you build. It's almost like, you're building like a subdivision or you're building a house, right? It's going to take some time to build up to a point where it's consistently generating income. But it's so worth it because the work you do 6 months ago is going to generate income now. And the work that you do now is going to generate income, and it's going to continue to grow if you continue to work on it. So with SEM, it's more like just turning on a faucet. If you have a working ad that's performing and generating income, then you're going to have just basically an instant income stream, right? But you have to make sure that you've done the groundwork and the foundation work to make sure that when someone goes to your website or your landing page or your digital assets online, that they're getting their questions answered. And the primary questions they're asking are, who are you? Why are you different? And why should I listen to you? And so if you can address those three questions, then you can create a compelling argument for why they should contact you. And if you don't mess it up before the first visit, then you have a much better chance of winning the business, right? And so what I mean by that is like, when someone calls you, you pick up the phone. When they say, hey, I'd like you to come out on Thursday at 2 p.m., you show up at 1:45 or 1:50, right? You're showing up early so that they can come to rely on you, because that first impression is, if that's not met, then that's a great way of wasting money, right? So it's not so much just about traffic. It's about your reputation, your brand, your business, the traffic you do get. Are you converting it? And I would much rather get somebody 200 or 300 visitors to their website and get them 5 or 20 calls than to get them 2,000 or 3,000 visitors and then have them have so many calls they can't field those calls. And then those calls just get dropped off, and then they get a bad relationship with those people. And because those people only get one first impression. So it's really, really critical that you put systems in place to where when you start generating the traffic, you can then take those leads and then follow up with them and schedule your first visit, have them come into your office, right? If you're an attorney, a dentist, a clinician, a physician, right? You're able to process that inflow at a reasonable time frame so that those people can come to trust you, because that's so critical in the relationship building process. And that's what we're doing, is we're building relationships online. So we're going to dive into competitor research today. So again, my client is a roofing company, and I'm going to keep their name out of it, but I'm going to show you some other roofers in the area and show you what they're doing well. and then kind of talk about, some of the things that I noticed and some of the things that I think that we can implement for our client. And that way we can start building their traffic even further. And to give you an idea, we're getting about 25, maybe 30 people a month to the website. We're getting between 2 and 5 leads generated per month off that website. And so that's the important part, is that you have copy that's converting rather than just trying to drive a whole lot of traffic to the website. If you look at the conversion ratio, I mean, we're getting that's like 10%, right? Which is kind of unheard of when you think about internet marketing. With this company, right? So this company has a really good website, and that's why I'm using them as an example, because when I went over and I searched for Austin Roofing, they were the first to come up in the organic search results, which is so critical, because if you look at this, is all the competition. These people are paying quite a bit of money to get these people to get traffic to click on their ads. And what we found from data, from actual studies, and from, it's just everywhere on the internet, you just Google what's the average conversion rate on a Google ad. It's about 5% click-through rate. Actually, no, I should say the click-through rate is not going to be 5%. The number of people clicking on ads is around 5% of total traffic. So if this is only 5% of the traffic, most people scroll down and they look here in the maps, and this is going to be based off of which neighborhood you're in. So it's very hyper-targeted. But then they're also going to look at, some of these questions that other people asked. And then if they're looking for a company, they're just going straight to try and call a company. This is the first company that comes up. So that's why it's so critical to rank for your terms. These are all the terms that people are looking for that are being shown this page. You can kind of think of this Google search result, this organic placement. It's kind of like a little billboard, right? It's a little advertisement. And if you can get placed on the front page of Google for roofing near me, or roofers, let me try roofers real quick and see if it changes. Roofers near me, right? Then this company right here, so BBB Contracting, Low Construction, Lao Construction, interesting. Your Community, Yelp, and then here's the same company. I would kind of be curious to see what happened with these guys, how they're showing up. Roofing Services, Austin Roofing Company. Interesting. So their website takes a little bit of time to load. That's why I don't like having a whole lot of video and stuff on websites, unless they're like you have to play them. But they lead directly with LOA Austin Roofing Company, best roofing company in Austin, Texas. That's a keyword they're trying to rank for. Delivering premier roofing contractors. Makes me think that this is a lead generation website. If you own a home or business in Austin, Texas, you're looking for quality roofing contractors, look no further. Years of experience installing, replacing, repairing asphalt, blah, blah, blah. This really strikes me as a lead generation company. Austin Roofing Services. We're Texas, endorsed by Terry Blacks. Hotels in Austin, restaurants in Austin. So they spend a lot of money on SEO. Roofing services, repair, replacement, installation, contractors, hail damage. So they're trying to really get a lot of SEO right here. They're trying to rank for all these terms, hence why they have them on their page. And they do really good SEO, but I'm assuming that this Digitech Web Design is their company that did their SEO. And yeah, this is stupid. I don't know why you have to have a video page. They say it's more engaging, but it's like it also takes longer to load. So like you have page speed insights. This company that has a big video on their front page, look at how slow it loads on mobile. So like you look at this company. One second. All right, sorry about that. I forgot that I had scheduled a demo with one of the companies that we partner with, and anyways, so I want to get back to the page speed factor when it comes to building websites, and building specifically websites that should show up in Google search. Because what's the point of spending all this money on an expensive website if you're not going to get customers from the website, right? If you're not going to make money off the website. So this company, Digitech Web Design Austin, they have a very slow page speed on mobile. Desktop doesn't seem to be that bad. Usually, if it's above, with desktop, we like to see above 70. If it's on mobile, if it's below 50, that's a pretty good indication that it's very slow. That being said, the I mean, the agency looks nice. Obviously, it's like an agency, right? And they have, it's more of a branding asset than it is. The goal is to get, traffic and whatnot. One of the reasons why agencies do leave their watermark here or their link, back to their websites, they're trying to build relevancy. And also, the thing is that, that there's a lot of different traffic channels. It's not just about SEO. It's about referrals from other websites. It's about, traffic from paid ads, traffic from PR, press releases, and whatnot. Like you look at an agency like this is a much bigger agency, obviously. And like Forbes.com, Inc., Entrepreneur, if they're getting press in these different platforms, they're probably getting backlinks from those platforms. So page speed, though, is really important when it comes to being able to help your small website rank. So if you're a dentist, a chiropractor, a physician, or other type of clinician, or you're an attorney, and you're trying to rank your website, you're trying to compete against the big firms, having a really fast website will help you compete against the big companies. The big clunky companies like, Oracle. Oracle, I don't know if Oracle is fast or not, but we'll find out. Oracle might be slow. Apple, I know, is another huge company that probably doesn't care so much about page speed because there's just so many people seeing all their television and social media, and they're just embedded in the platform now to where they just get traffic, so it's not so much a factor. But you look at Oracle.com, it has a 15 on the score. So again, it's not going to be applicable to large companies per se because they get their customers and their revenue from sales reps that go out there and hammer hard on the B2B stuff. But the smaller companies, like let's say Austin Pizza, right? So I'll go to Austin Pizza. Actually, let me just search in Austin for pizza, and you can see austinpizza.com, right? So copy that guy, put it over here, austin.com. We'll see how fast their site loads. But as a small business, you have to have a fast loading website, right? Because if your website takes more than 3 seconds to load and you don't have brand affinity in the marketplace, like see, it's a much better score, right? So it takes less time for the content to show up. If you're on a website and it's taking more than 3 seconds, most people click away. So you don't want to lose that opportunity to convert a visitor into a customer and a customer into a lifetime advocate. So page speed is super important. We'll go into some other stuffs as well that I look for when I'm looking at competitors. If I can beat them on the page speed index, I can probably build content and outrank them. So that's my idea, is that I want you to grasp and understand is that page speed is really important. It's not the be all end all, but it is important when it comes to building a website, to taking an existing website and optimizing it for Google search and ultimately for customers to come find you. So most of their stuff is location based. So they have, let's see, I'm not super familiar with this tool. This is a new tool that we're using with one of our partner companies, SEMrush. And so SEMrush graciously provided us guru level access for a limited period of time so we can try it out. And I'll be doing another video kind of explaining, my thoughts and feedback on it. In the past, I've just always used Ahrefs or used Google Keyword Planner to, get our keyword estimates and whatnot. But you can see the positions that they rank for. They've got 40 key terms that they rank between 1 and 3. And then between 4 and 10, 11 and 20, 21, 20. And so you're going to naturally see this curve go up, right? This distribution curve. What's more important is that you're ranking for your top terms, right? So these guys really are doing a good job of ranking for their top terms. Austin Roofing, Roofing Austin, Texas, Austin Roofing Contractor, Austin Roofing and Construction, right? So this is a great, I should already have it, actually. Let me just see if it gave me access yet. But anyways, so I don't have Guru yet, but as soon as I do, I will pull it back up. But one of the cool things about this tool I found is that it shows you, your top competitors, which it's similar. You can go on to spyfood.com, you can go on to Ahrefs, you can go on to many other websites, right? But it's going to show you your competitors, and you're going to be able to see, how your competitors are ranking. And these guys, Blue Bonnet Roofing, right? Another good example of a slow website is they're ranking for, some other terms. So we can build a terms list, right? They have a lot less traffic, probably because they're not ranking for that top term. Reviews. Oh, they got a lot of reviews. That's why. So Austin Roofing, they're number 7 right? So that is a term that we want to rank our website for. If we can get ranking for that term, then we can get a lot more traffic and we get a lot more prospective customers, right? New roofing cost calculator, Austin, Texas commercial roofs, they're ranking number 1 for that. That's a really profitable term because Austin, Texas commercial roofing means that if they get one commercial roofing job, it's worth about 10, between 5 and 10 of a residential roof. I know some clients that have, $100,000, $150,000 commercial roofing jobs. A residential roof is between $8,000 and $10,000, and the net profit on that is a lot less. So if you can get 1 or 2 big commercial jobs off of this one term, this term is incredibly valuable. Austin roofing companies, again, it's just kind of a generic term. You don't know if they're looking for commercial, residential, if they're looking for re-roofs, if they're looking for roof repairs. So you start to get kind of like broader, right? Metal roofing is another one that my client wants to rank for. But you can see the CPC. This is how much people are willing to spend in terms of showing their ad on Google per click. And this Austin, Texas commercial roofing, I want to see what comes up. You see a lot of competitors are advertising this term. Longhorn Commercial Roofing, Austin Commercial Roofing Company. They're going for an exact match term right there. And these guys are showing up first. I wonder how much it actually costs to get on that term. What I'm doing is I'm just going over to Google Keyword Planner and I'm going to go ahead and sign in and I'm going to see how much that term costs. So this kind of gives you an idea that, Austin, Texas commercial roofing doesn't necessarily cost anything per se, but what Google's going to do is it's going to look at commercial roofing Austin, Texas, and charge for that keyword, which is between $21 and $127 a click. So you can kind of see how, if you get 10 clicks to your website, you're spending almost $1,200. If those 10 clicks don't convert into at least a lead, you don't even have a chance of making the money back. So having that top placement for that term is so valuable because only 5% of people click on these ads. 95% of people scroll down, they click on one of these companies, or they click right here. So this top placement right here is so valuable. And if they're getting 3 or 4 visitors a month, people clicking on this right here, and then coming over to their website and filling out a lead form, and then they follow up with those people, if it converts into one job a year, you're talking like $100,000 to $200,000 job, right? So you can see how valuable that can be. And then, of course, as well, whenever someone is like on social media and they hear about you, or the friend refers them and says, "Hey, you should go talk to Blue Bonnet," and then they go Google, Blue Bonnet Roofing or commercial roofing in Austin, Texas, and Blue Bonnet shows up. Obviously, it shows more credibility, right? So they're going to go ahead and click, or maybe they call. Maybe it doesn't necessarily directly correlate to someone clicking on the website, but it results in, "Oh, you guys are credible. Okay, yeah, we can go ahead and hire you," right? A lot of the bigger jobs, though, are just bid out directly. So, again, it's kind of like it's a 50-50 chance of did they come through the website versus did we just send out the bid? We won the bid through a direct bidding process, right? It doesn't hurt to have this because once you're ranking for the content, unless someone's targeting that term, which it doesn't look like very many people are, just because of the low search volume, it's unlikely that you're going to lose that placement. So that's one of the reasons these guys are probably choosing to try and rank for that term. The other thing, so you have all the other competitors here. You can kind of see, who has the most keywords. This is the number one competitor. Let's see. We don't have this data. Backlinks. This kind of tells you where on the internet they're getting their traffic from and from their backlink juice. All right, guys, so that's it for today's video. But if you got some value out of this video, be sure to go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to get notified whenever I post another video. And also, if you're interested, SEMrush is actually doing a special promotion. Send me an email to it's Cree, C-R-I, at intelligencemarketing.com. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and get you a special code to be able to get access to the Guru level program, which is like a $200 a month program. I'll get you access for 2 weeks for free. So you can totally test out the entire thing. And you can also go through my channel and you can check out
how to do competitor keyword research, how to create content. I'm gonna be adding so much stuff to the channel so you can get so much value and you can hand off these videos. If you're a busy business owner, being able to hand these videos to an internal team member or hand it off to somebody that can then do the work for you is so key. And if you don't have to do the work, but it still gets done, that's called automation. It's actually called outsourcing or delegation, but you can also call it automation, whatever you want to call it. It just means you don't have to do it. So that's so key because in a competitive world of digital marketing, you have to be doing a lot of different things. You have to be generating business and building word of mouth and building referrals and building different things. And for you as the business owner, the thing that you need to know the most is if I put $1 in, how much am I going to get back, right? What's my return on investment and how is this building my business, right? Those are the two questions you need answered. And this tool right here, you spend $100, $200 a month, you give it to a team member, you give them training videos, and they go out and do it. It's gonna build traffic, and especially if you're selling something that's more than $2,000, it makes you $2,000 net profit. Getting traffic, getting people to see your offers and see your different reasons why you're different than the other competition is gonna help you build your business and help you grow. And then once you get those customers, you can build repeatability and referability, right? So that's how you use the internet to leverage and scale. And this is a great tool. So if you want to get that discount code, be sure to send me an email. Send it to CRI at intelligencemarketing.com. I'll go ahead and get you the information so you can access that. And then I'm also going to put together a video playlist for how to use this tool for SEO. So I'll give you a full review of the tool in the next week or so once I get access to my Google level account. And then I'm going to go through it. I'm going to start showing you the different ways of using it and how our team is using it to get traffic for our clients and help them convert that into money in the bank. So if you guys like this video, again, be sure to hit the subscribe button, comment down below what was your favorite part, and share it with your friends on social media. You know somebody that's running a small business or a medium-sized business, or you know someone that's looking to do digital marketing, pass it over to them and share the love, and I'll see you guys next time.